We are unfortunately still dealing with some difficulties, though, at the Fauntleroy Southworth ferry route at this point, specifically the Cathlamet, which struck the dock at Fauntleroy, or actually a dolphin. It's a large structure that helps guide the ferries in. That continues to be a concern for us, but don't want to steal the thunder from what Dan Griffin has right now. Dan, you are on the scene of this. Tell us what you're finding out right now.
Well, I'll tell you, we just got here a few minutes ago, but we can see the ferry is here at the dock. There are multiple emergency crews here, including the U.S. Coast Guard. We've seen fire crews and others as they try to investigate what has happened here. The ferry obviously has sustained quite a bit of damage, at least from what we can see from where we are, and some photos that we've seen online as well show pretty good size bit of damage on the ferry. There have been people who have been coming by who aren't aware of what's going on, and they want to get on, and basically the workers, the crews here are telling them you're going to have to turn around because right now the Fauntleroy service is suspended until further notice while they're doing all of these assessments here. We're told, by the way, that the Issaquah is providing service between Vashon and Southworth, if that is something that might impact your morning here. But yes, this situation here, from what we understand, the Cathlamet basically had a hard landing, they're calling it. Some people calling it a crash here at Fauntleroy, and causing big damage to the vessel. And so again, you know, the emergency crews have been here. They're working. We've seen the Coast Guard. We've seen the fire crews. What we haven't seen a lot of so far is people getting off of the ferry. I'm not sure if they've already let a lot of people off or what the situation is with that. So right now we're kind of standing by and watching and waiting. We're hoping to get up a little bit closer here shortly to see if we can find some people who were on the ferry when this happened. Something else that I'm seeing right now, a lot of people, there are houses right up next to where this has occurred, and there are a lot of people right now standing outside watching, looking, wondering how this could have happened in the first place. And then also just really curious about what's happening right now, seeing the damage to the ferry. You know, this is something people take every day, going back and forth, and so it's really hard to imagine what it was like being on the ferry when this happened. So we're going to be here. We're obviously going to talk with some people, try to see if we can talk with some people who were on the ferry when this happened, and then also some people who live nearby who may have seen this or heard this happening here this morning. But right now, this is what we're working with. This is what we're seeing, this ferry here up against Fauntleroy with a significant amount of damage from what we can see. We're going to assess this ourselves and try to get some more information, and we'll link back up with you here shortly. Back to you.
All right, Dan, appreciate it. Thank you. So to clarify, because all of a sudden we're ferry experts here, so yeah. you keep saying dolphin, and we're going, ooh, dolphins.
Porpoises, dolphins, whales.
Not the case.
No.
This is a dolphin. What exactly is that?
So this structure, you've seen this before if you've ever been to one of the state ferries, you've ridden a ferry, those posts that are soaked in creosote and they sit down into the earth. They actually help guide the ferry into the docks and the two buffers here, or the wing walls as they refer to them. And that is usually what you kind of bump up against.
Right, I was going to say, they don't ever really stop. It's kind of just a controlled crash.
They kind of bonk.
I don't want to say crash, but a controlled.
They kind of bonk into these things, and they kind of budge a little bit, and you always feel it when the boat actually docks. Then the apron is lowered. Well, apparently this hard landing struck that dolphin on what we would refer to as the port side, which is the left side.
I'm surprised that happened.
Yeah. So this very strange, very unusual.
I mean, considering how many ferry services there are every day.
And U.S. Coast Guard now investigating on this as well. So we have just seen the tip of the iceberg, so to speak, on this one.
All right, but we now know what a dolphin is.
A dolphin.
So you can impress all your friends with that. Okay, we'll stay on top of that story as we learn more about that, Bill.